So welcome to part 2 of my Zaccaria Aerobatics restore. Only a short update this evening because I've not had a chance to do too much to it today, but if we have a look at the playfield, as you can see, I think pretty much everything that I can safely strip off the playfield has now been stripped off and it's ready for a bit of a cleaning. So you'll notice that there are still quite a lot of red posts around on the playfield. What I've had to do, any of the posts that were screwed in with normal screws I've taken off, but all the posts that are screwed in that hold the plastics up, what happened, I was trying to take some of them off around the slingshots, what can I show you there, and as you can see, sheared it off. And there's another one on the other side, so just there and also just there. So what I've decided to do is leave those in and clean around them rather than having to deal with even more sheared off posts. So the job for this weekend actually is to get the sheared bits out, and I think what I'm going to have to do is drill them out and then repair the playfield afterwards. But other than that, everything else is off the playfield. Okay, so what we've got here is most of the stuff that I've just taken off the playfield. As you can see, bagged most of it up, generally by sort of the area of the playfield that it came off. So as an example, if I grab one of these, so in that bag there is one of the spinners with its post and all the associated bits and pieces that go around it. And you can see, there you go in there, there's the actual spinner itself. And there's a few bags like that. That's all the plastic bits, it's all the bits I'll have to actually clean in the sink and maybe polish up. In the tub here is all the metal, all the screws or in the shooter rod, all the metal bits that hopefully will fit in the tumbler. I think maybe that long bit might be a little bit too big, I'll have to do that by hand. And then these two bars at the back as well, they'll get done by hand, and I'll probably hit them up with a Dremel to try and get some of that corrosion off. But the rest of it will get slung in the tumbler and hopefully it will come out nice and shiny. One of the other bits I'm going to take off and clean up is obviously the lockdown bar. So as you can see, if I come around here, it's looking pretty battered. There's a fair bit of corrosion on it up there, so that will come off. I'm also going to take off the playfield brackets there and over here as well. Probably chuck those in the tumbler actually. And also looking at the flipper buttons, it looks like there's a little circlip and a couple of screws. We'll clean up the metal bits, and actually the flipper buttons as well, I'll get them in the sink and wash those all out, so hopefully that should make those look quite nice. The flippers I'll probably clean in place, to be honest with you. They're not too bad, they're adjusted quite nicely as well, so I'll get the Novus on those. And then these metal bars, all these guard, rather than pop them out, I'm going to try and use the little wire brush attachment as like a small one on my Dremel and just buzz them in place and see if I can clean them up, then get a bit of Brasso Auto Sol on them, and hopefully that'll sort it out. That's pretty much it playfield wise. There's still got work to do in the back box, obviously, to figure out what's going on with the lights. If we go and have a quick look, one of the first things I'm going to try is cleaning up the two Jones plugs that are down there. But to be honest, everything else in there is not too bad. It needs a bit of a clean out, obviously. And then one of the other things to do is these side rails. They're not too bad. I think just a bit of Brasso, a bit of Auto Sol on them, and they should come up nice. And the coin door will be the same. Anyway, that's it for tonight's update. Hopefully I'll put up another one quite soon. We'll see how we get on underneath. I've got to think about stripping the mechanisms off from underneath the playfield for these, because there's bits of metal in there that I could probably clean up and shine up as well. So, and maybe the drop targets as well, do those. But that's it for now. Thanks very much for watching, and there'll be another video soon. Cheers.